All right, we're doing an audio test, An audio test. We're going to pull it up on the interwebs before we get started and do an audio test. If you're just joining us, we're testing the audio. Okay. We're going to pull it up on the interwebs. There we go. That works. All right. What's weird? Welcome. We are going to get started shortly. Please stand by. We get started shortly. And we want to, how do we make this part big? Huh? Pop out chat. There we go. I'll make that sucker huge. Am I going to get dinged for humming the A-Team theme? Probably not. Okay, so as the title might suggest, I have a little studio or office, I don't know, place that I live stream gaming from and make other YouTube content from. And I wanted to spruce it up with some new wall art, but also I wanted it to be functional. And if you look at a lot of the acoustic paneling that you can buy, the hex pattern is super popular. And all that stuff tends to be, I'm sure it's effective, but I don't know about its cost effectiveness. So I wanted to see if I could make something myself. That way it would look unique to me, but also something that I would be, happy to have and something I could call my own. I like doing my own artwork. Anyway, $25 for a 4-foot by 8-foot sheet of this particle board IKEA grade MDF. I don't know what you call it. Well worth it. And it's dense. I think it has some acoustic properties, right? Cosplay foam. This stuff you buy on Amazon to make any cosplay outfit you might want. I reckon, and I have no proof of this, it will serve as a good layer on top of this wood before wrapping the fabric around it to help with the acoustics in my little game room studio thing. And then the not so inexpensive portion, by the way, got these for free on Amazon Vine. If you haven't heard of Amazon Vine, you're missing out. And you have to write a review, or at least you're supposed to write reviews about everything you get off Amazon Vine. And the review I'm going to write is going to be how it performs in an atypical fashion. How does this cosplay foam do serving other purposes? We'll see. And then actual polyester batting, like that you would put in a quilt or a blanket. The reason I got the same color as the fabric is that I do not want any bleed through, especially through the white, so I wanted to make sure the colors matched. Although I'm guessing with the black, I'm not going to need any bleed through. I've already discovered some pretty glaring failures in my measuring process, not the least of which is these are my square panels. I have some triangles in there too. 16 by 16 inches. Didn't quite look at this when I ordered it, so I'm going to have to actually cut a whole extra strip of each piece of foam to fill in this gap at the top. So, or maybe I could center it, because no. So, that'll be fun to contend with. I'm going to do a test one of these, see how it goes. It should be pretty simple. We're talking about gluing some foam onto some wood, wrapping it in fabric, and stapling the fabric in, making sure it's evenly folded around the corners and seams, I guess. I don't know. I've never done anything like that before, so we shall see. Let's take a look here real quick. Boop. This is the coolest keyboard I have seen in a while. This is the CLVX1. Notice it's a keyboard, but I'm using it as a trackpad. I can type and go back to having fun there. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Just making sure that everything is running smooth. I do have, in general, issues with my streaming software. I got an iPad right here that streams everything live. Could I be doing it through this laptop over here that this is connected to? Could I have more screens in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 different ways to stream, and I'm using the iPad. That's funny. So I have this piece of wood that I set up as my prep. That's where the question marks, I don't know if you can see that, question marks there. This is my test one, and then I've got the rest under here. What does the actual design I'm going for look like? Well, I'm glad you asked. I have mock-ups of that. So give me just a second here. Let's take a look at those mock-ups. I think I've got them. No? Okay, it looks like I don't have those mock-ups available. I will get them though. How easy is it going to be to unroll this foam? And by that I mean just get the memory of this curl out of it. Last thing I want to do is be trying to glue it down and it keeps popping up off the wood or something. Anyway, so the fabrics. Got a little camera here. Let's see here. Does that work? Boop. What's cool about the fabric is that this is really more expensive than I needed to spend. Joann's was doing a going out of business thing. And everything was discounted, but discount felt more discounty in the shopping cart than on my credit card. Oh, there we go. It was like $70 for all this fabric here. Got a bunch of this white with the hex built in. See that? Straight just blue, or like a laser blue. I feel like that suffices. Black with the hex, and then almost canvas-like orange. You can see the grain in that at all. But way more fabric than I'm going to need for like 6 foot by 3 foot sections. And I'm going to need the extra fabric because I'm going to screw up somewhere. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to need more of this stuff, I'm guessing. 1. How long is this again? 3 meters? Or is that 3 mil? 6 millimeter? I have no idea. Half of it is in Chinese, I think. There we go. Just ballpark that real quick. Four feet. So I'm going to need 3 whole squares. And that's 16 inches, so that's exactly 4 feet. Duly noted. So I need 4 feet of this in square, and then I have another 2 of them, right? So 2 of them. So that's going to be 2 feet. So 6 feet total. I have an extra bit to spare of this. Is this math computing? I have no idea. All right, I want to get this out of the way because I feel, especially the white, I do not want it to get, I have the most white of anything else, don't I? Damn. So if I want to do a test with the white, that would be the smartest move because that's where I have the most excess. All right, I will consider that option and come back to it later. Step 1 is gluing a bit of this rubber to the wood. And the reason that this one is my test piece is it's not very square. I freehand cut it with a circular saw. There we go, see? Not square. Oh, hello. That's not what I wanted. Okay, we're going to stick with that for now. Oh, this is perfect. I'll just use this curly bit as part of my test. Haha! Screw measuring. I will just weigh it down with wood, line it up, and cut it. Yep. Cool. Now, of course, if I cut through this foam, I'm going to cut right into my nice husky tabletop. Do not want to do that. Alternatives? Alternatives. I don't have a cutting mat that, like, I have hobby cutting mats, but this is, I need something bigger. Piece of random wood. Oh, this seems very logical. All right, let's cut through our first bit of foam here. As one would hope, cosplay foam, ooh, very smooth. Doesn't tear or pill at all. That's very nice. Boop. Hey, if I was going to test with the white fabric, why would I use orange underlayment? Like, it's just brilliant. I'm just going to make this look goofy as hell anyway then. Screw it. Yeah, we're just going to be goofy. Okay. Current downside that I'm noticing with this is a lot of particles from the particle board are just getting everywhere. What glue to use, people ask. Liquid nails? I have some. Projects, multi-purpose, why not? No one's trying to stop me, so. Let's get this out of the way here. Okay. Go away. Thank you. There we go. Should make that bigger. In the off chance anyone starts to chat, I want to be able to read it. Which is also one of the big problems with this software over here is the chat. Chat? Oh, look at that. Pops up. Insanely small. Can I make it bigger? Guess I could, yeah. All right. That works. Earlier today, I sold one of my PC projects to a young, aspiring PC tinkerer. And guy wanted to play Minecraft. So, turns out that PC would do Minecraft. All right. Screw it. We're just going to start hunking down glue and see what happens. To be fair, I don't know when the last time I used this was. Oh, look at that. Just going to take that nozzle off. Do not need it. We want glue in bulk. I can tell you this is probably excessive. Why is it? Okay. Oh, that's why I have this on there. I don't have an actual cap for this, so I used one of those electrical connectors. That totally makes sense. All right. Now we're going to go this side down. There we go. Smear it about. Smear it about. It did not smear at all. This is a bad idea. All right, so I need to find a way to smear it effectively without having to damage my Blockbuster membership card or something similar. Not a clipper card. That would be bad. What other ideas, what other pieces of junk do we have lying around that we could use? I do not remember what these spatula-like pieces of metal were for. So that's what we will use. Did not spread at all. Very nice. Very nice. There we go. Anyone else hear dog barking? No? Okay, good. If it's somebody who left their dog out, I find you despicable. Dogs should be inside, hanging out with their humans. Just my opinion. All right, you hang out there. Yeah, all right, here we go again. Try line everything up. Oh, no, up this way. So paying attention to the edges is going to be important, it seems. Okay, and now I should apply even pressure over the whole thing. I feel like I should sit on this, to be honest. All right. And the rest of my wood. You know what I didn't think about before choosing this adhesive? How long it's going to take to set? Let's figure that out. Yeah, warning, don't put in my mouth or in my eyes. Is that something people often do? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, here we go. $10 minutes? Parts may be repositioned for up to 20 minutes after joining. For faster tack or grab, apply adhesive, press parts together, then pull back apart for 1 to 3 minutes, press parts back together. So tease your glue and it will be stronger for you. Duly noted. Well, we have a little bit seeping out on this side. Ugh. Let me just put all my weight down on it and give it CPR. Ugh. Nothing can go wrong here, right? Just can't go south all of a sudden. It seems to be relatively flat. The question is how to make up for that gap right there where I got foam that wasn't wide enough. Can I set this aside for a moment? There we go. All right, what I wanted to grab was this. Where is it? There it is. Okay, well, these are some of the design ideas I've had. The one I'm actually going to do is on the far left, and I can't move it. Why can't I move you? Oh, yeah, no, I don't. Those are off, yes? Okay. So background, image, video. Alright, so I can't move the background image. That is interesting. Okay. But that gives you an idea, right? That's kind of roughly an idea of what's happening here. All right. Well, that stays slightly weighed down by that. Let's take a look at the fabric and what it's gonna take to make the fabric side of things work well. clean this off. Don't want to lay fabric down on something dirty. There we go. I'll never understand how these people at Joann's fold fabric so effortlessly, yet I can't get a towel to look proper ever. What on earth? I can't even unfold it properly. Where's... Alright, that's one end. Alright, I literally just need... Wow, I got way too much of this. I'm not going to feel bad about doing this at all. Alright, so I need 16 by 16-ish, plus the wraparound. Don't forget that. You know what would be better? Running around with a dang tape measure. Alright, that's 16. We want probably 1.5 inches excess around all sides. So that's 17.5 that direction. Nope. Around all sides. 19 inches. Anyone checking my math here? Everyone tell that I'm like a master quilter? Alright. So there's that. And then oh, geez. Okay, that's why it's behaving poorly. One good thing about fabrics with patterns is it doesn't help you make sure you're going straight. You're cutting straight or marking straight or anything like that along the way, doesn't it? Is that just a misconception I'm having right now? Okay. So we need another 19 inches over from there. I want to be relatively straight, so we'll use that line right there. Perfect. I was right. The pattern does help. I'm slightly impressed that that actually worked. Okay. Roughly, a straight line is about to be cut. This row of hexes. Turns out I chose a pair of scissors not suited for the job. Are there other options? In the infamous words of Tim the Toolman Taylor, this is meant for cutting cardboard. Just can't go poorly, right? Nothing could go wrong here. Right? We're just going to go right. Oh my God, it works. Oh, this is so ballparking it, but working. Wow. Don't be afraid to try stuff, folks. Okay. All right, so now we're cutting across. We're following what? Nothing can go wrong here. Staring at a pattern like this, I go lose my mind. So no way. I feel like I'm just get lost in this. Oh, see, I think I'm off by one. I am. Freaking off by one, aren't I? All right. Well, that's close enough. Back to the really cool tool. Seriously? This thing is dope. Like, now I'm curious if it was even meant for cardboard. It's unbelievably clean. This, by the way, is also, that wasn't clear before, this is also cosplay fabric. I think it's probably why I ended up having to pay so much for it. But make for a cool outfit. I'm not sure from what game, since I don't play games with lots of cool outfits. I play stupid military boys games where everyone wears camo. Is it working? Am I folding it the way they do in the store? It's looking... Uh-oh, no, I'm seeing a problem here. Yep, there's the problem. I set my fabric aside. That's because I undid this. Yeah, there we go. Honestly, if I ever thought that I'd be like on the interwebs live streaming essentially quilting, although I feel like now if a quilter ever found out I said that, I'd be offended. Sorry, Mother. Hey, you wanna bet I don't have a staple gun here? Just guessing. That's a possibility. It'd be awkward if it doesn't actually work.
Hello,
Okay. I'm guessing I don't have a staple gun. That's okay. Let's proceed as if I did. Okay. Gently set these down. All right. There is our unfinished. I should just cut this part off. It'll just make a mess. I literally don't want to do it because it's going to make a mess. All right. The question I'm wondering, I guess this is probably the only thing that I'm really concerned about, is making sure that I get these corners folded in such a way that they look nice and clean. It's like how upholsterers do it when they wrap fabric around, and they do it so this fold here isn't visibly apparent on the front or sides. That isn't going to work. You actually have to go like that, and then maybe that? But no, because you don't want... You almost want to pinch it here. There, like that? Oh. I wasn't one of those smart people that decided to reach out to somebody who knows what they're talking about, or possibly even use YouTube for this information. But, as we can see here, I do think, well, one, the orange is definitely bleeding through the red, or the white. Probably can't see it on camera very well. Let's check this other camera. Can we tell that that's orange bleeding through? Is that visible? Yeah, I can see that. But still, regardless, now, there's also begs the question, if I want a softer edge, do I cut a bevel into the edge of the foam rubber? Like right there. And honestly, how hard would it be to cut said bevel? Razor, please, razor. Let's find out. But you want to keep it like even. So how do you do that? How do you manually ensure that you are staying even with your cut? Maybe you just eyeball the sucker and hope for the best. Be like, that looks like 45 degrees. You can already tell this is not looking good. Okay. Slight bit of pilling that I didn't see previously, and that's probably from the sawing rather than the cutting. And of course you can see how inaccurate it was. Alright, but let's just say this wasn't the orange backing, but something else. How would it look with fabric wrapped around it? Would it look any better? No. I mean, it's not obvious that the bevel's really awful. Actually, it kind of is. Yeah, it is. You can see that, right? Yeah. So no manual bevel. Too bad this thing couldn't cut a bevel on it. That'd be pretty dope. All right. I'm legit and almost positive that I do not have a staple gun handy. My paramour may have run off with it. What are my other options, if not a staple gun? Perhaps little tack nails. Nope. Another thing I'm slightly concerned about is this microphone under my chin. Pardon me, I'm gonna go sneeze elsewhere. I normally wear the microphone lower with a magnet like right here, but this doesn't have that magnet capability, and I'm worried it's going to be like touching my beard. Okay. Acoustic panel. I feel like this is a half decent proof of concept. I wish I had staple gun handy, because then I could tink, 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 tink. But I don't, so I'll leave it at that. Give it a shot.